Yeah, YouTubers, Tazman here, bringing you another episode of Tazman's to the Sky. And in our last episode, we got some more power working, and I needed to look at some things. I think I got to figure it out. We'll see if I remember, because that was a week ago, and I didn't actually do it because I did it in a test world, and I figured it out. But now I don't remember if I totally remember what I did, but I think I do. I made a lot of extra pieces that we're going to need of things that we've already done, so it shouldn't be bad there. But we're going to work more on our ME system. And one thing I did do was as I mentioned, I cut off our water and then I put it back because I think it looks kind of cool, and then built that little area right there. That is where our main ME system is going to be. But everything is going to hinge upon getting power to said ME system, and we want to do that wirelessly, which we've kind of set up down here. So what we have here is our tesseract, or not our tesseract, I guess just a hardened ender cell. And I think this is what you do. If I remember right, I just put that in my inventory. Actually, maybe I don't even have to do that. I just simply right click it. No. I have that in my hand, and I can shift right click. Maybe that's what it was. I knew I used to know what it was. So shift right click, and now you can see it says 10,000. I actually made 2 of these. I might end up making 4 total so that we have 40,000 available to our network. But I'm going to do this one as well, holding shift right click on it, and now you can see it's 20,000. So what this is going to do is, if I put down another cell and I put it in, what is this, channel 1, it will have 20 million, did I say 1,000, didn't I? 20 million FE available to it. So let's come up here real quick, and we'll just show you what I mean. If we come over here, we can come and do right here. And this is our other ender cell, and now you can see we actually have 20 million available to us. So that's how that works. Wow, that broke. Oh, I know why that broke quick. I was doing some other things. This is my efficiency one. I do not want the efficiency one to be my main one, because I'll like go to ham or something and just totally take out 5 billion blocks. So let's go ahead and put that away. So that's dangerous. Don't want to do that. Just so you know, what I was doing was I was going to the end one, looking for end cities, because I was looking at quests we have, and we have this raw unobtainium, and I was like, well, maybe I should go try and find the biomes that this says, because it says it's in the end highland biome, and that way I knew where it was. We could just go directly there once we get there and go find us some unobtainium, because that's going to be one of our next things. But I digress a little bit. Alright, so let's go ahead and continue on with what we're doing. We're going to put this guy back for a moment. Or should we? Actually, you know what? Let's go lay our base real quick, and we can show that we get power. I got the power. Alright, so here in the center, this is what I'm thinking. This is probably overkill, but I'm hoping it looks cool. So we're going to have this, which is our energy acceptor right there. And then right here, we're going to put our guy, and that should now give this power. So you can see it says online. And then just around this isn't the block I need. Actually, I think we need to go make the blocks I need for this. Alright, so let's go ahead and just start making our stuff that we need. So we're going to continue where we left off, making the stuff from our quest here. And the plan is, hopefully, to get all the way maybe to the storage controller. The one thing we're not going to get a chance to do is this color applicator, because we need to get into this area first so we know how to actually make these storage cells. So once we do that, then we can come back to the color applicator. Although I thought we made these. Oh no, we didn't make the anchors. We made the cables. Alright, so let's go ahead and start with this. So the first thing we're going to make is a bunch of cards. These are just the blank cards. And these are used for lots of different things. So when they're blank, obviously, you're going to end up putting stuff in them. Let's see if I remember the recipe. I can always just click on that, but sometimes I like to, make sure. So this is going to make us 128 of these, which I think should be enough for everything that we're ever going to want to use them for. The next thing we're going to do is make some energy cards. And what these do is, and I guess, actually I know what these are. First we need to make, I think it's called an annihilation core and another core. So that's what we're going to do here. If I remember right, this will end up making a stack. So basically, if we just do this exact same thing here, you can see we got the annihilation core. It gives us 2. So we're going to need those. So we're going to go ahead and do that, put that there. And then this one is the other core called the formation core. And as you can see, the difference is the type of quartz. This is Certus quartz. The other one had nether quartz. And we're going to have that because we're going to need that as well. All right, and then this right here is going to be, if I remember right, is our ME terminal display. So this is for giving us an interface to look at our actual ME terminal. And as you can see, for this, we need a illumination panel. We're just going to make the regular illuminated panel. And for that, we need all these things, which is why we've got our cores, right? So let's go ahead and grab, like that, and grab that, and then we'll go ahead and grab these as well. Let me just look at the recipe so I can look like I'm smart. Okay, I think I got it. So was that there? That was like that, if I remember right. That was there, and that was there. So this is going to give us 3 of each. This is going to give us over 60. Or no, actually, it just gives us 63. And then this one went there. If I remember right, that went there. And then we have 16 here and 16 here. And this is going to make us our ME terminals, which we will be reading all about these things because we have quests for all of them. And then what we do is we turn them into crafting terminals, which is this guy right here, which is with the calculation processor, ME terminal, and a crafting table. I didn't have those, did I? Let's go ahead and grab those real quick because I made a bunch. So we need 8. So go ahead and do that, and the crafting terminal. So these will be nice because these will allow us to craft at our things. And I'll end up probably making all these into crafting terminals because they're the ones I use the most. I don't think I really ever use the ME terminal itself. I like to be able to craft in it. So we have that. Let's go ahead, and I believe this is a tool, if I remember right. This is basically this guy right here, the network tool, and it's going to take one of those illuminated panels, and this will give us our network tool, which will give us information on the network. So we come up here and here and here, and it was just the illuminated panel. There we go. So now we have that, and like I said, we'll read all these at the end. I just don't know how fast. And then this is getting into this other section. I'm not going to go back. This is making a little knife thing that we're going to make real quick. So we do this. Go ahead and put that there. Do those 2 there. And you can use charged quartz or just Certus quartz. We haven't used charged quartz for anything, so I thought, yeah, that would be cool. It really doesn't animate the knife. It'd be awesome if it had a little lightning around it or something, but no, of course it doesn't. After that, we need to make a cable anchor. To be honest, I never really use these. These are more if you're going to use facades and stuff. But as you can see, we just simply take a nickel, a copper, a tin, iron. There's gold. And you do that, and it gives you 4 cable anchors. So we'll go ahead and do that real quick. And there's our 4 cable anchors. Now I don't know, is this going to repair? Does not look like it's one of those things that will not repair itself. And then the next thing, I think we talked about this in the previous episode, to turn regular cables into smart cables, so our regular fluix ME covered cables into smart cables, which will actually show you data channels, you add just redstone and some glowstone to it, and that works with both variants. The reason I have the dye here is because I like the magenta color, and we're just going to dye them once we're done. So all we have to do, and I'll show you what we do there. So let's go ahead and grab those, and we'll go ahead and make these smart cables. And if I remember right, this is a 1-to-1, so this is only going to give us 64 of those. This is going to give us 64 of those. And then I don't think this is actually a quest, but if we take those and wrap them around, I think, or whoops, I'm doing it wrong. It's backwards. If we take these and wrap them around that, then it turns those into magenta ones. And then if we do that also with these, the same, we get magenta ones of those. And I'm going to put those just in our backpack, because I'm going to make a bunch more of these as well. I did already dye our glass cables with that as well, so they're all magenta. One thing to note is whatever color the cable is going into the ME terminal will actually make the ME terminal glow kind of in that color, which is kind of cool. All right, so let's move on. The next thing we're going to do here is we're going to make this guy the actual ME controller. So this is the brains of the operation. And what this is, basically this is where all your channels, so each one of these, if I remember right, each face of this will give out a channel of 32 channels. For it, we need skystone. The way we get skystone is we simply throw our skystone dust in our furnace, and you'll see now we got skystone, but we need better skystone, I guess. So we need skystone block, which is cooking it a second time, and that will give us these guys right here. So let's go ahead and do that. Throw those there, those there, maybe half of it there. Go ahead and do this one and that, and then go ahead and even it all out, and this will give us our ME controller. And like I said, this is kind of the brains of your network and the thing that looks really cool, which is kind of why we're going to do it the way we're going to do it. I guess I did want, I don't know why I have so many of these. I only wanted 8, so I must have some other plans for that I just don't remember. All right, so let's go ahead and make our really basic ME system going over here. It's not going to have much yet, but we're going to go ahead and all the way around this guy, we're going to go ahead and throw these guys, which are actual storage, like so. And then we're going to take these, and you'll see they glow, which is kind of cool. And we're just going to make a big box. Right now it's saying it's an invalid box because, you know, we had multiple ME systems. So if we do this, the reason it's saying it's invalid is because it's looking at this as an ME system and this is an ME system, and they're on the same network, and it doesn't like that. So if we do that, now it's all part of one. So we're just going to do this, and we're going to kind of make a cube here is what I was thinking, because I think it'll look kind of cool. And then here and here. And I think I've done this right. Oops, one more. And then I might have counted wrong. Doesn't surprise me, I have 4 extras. So this is our ginormous machine here now. And if we take, for example, I mean, this isn't going to be very exciting because it's not really going to have anything on it. But if we take, let's say we take, I can show this off, I guess. Let's take a 8-channel guy here. And we're just going to come over here. Maybe I should do more than one. If I put this on here, you'll see that we have this side that's black. Maybe I'll do another, maybe 2. Just so you can see a little better. So if we do this, now you can see that black side a little better. Now if I take an ME terminal and stick it on here, a crafting terminal, for example, or the non-crafting one, these act as interfaces to the network, and each one of them will take up a line. So this is the crafting terminal, and now you can see right here, you can see this really thin little line. That is showing us that we have a channel being used. So of the 32 channels that are available off of this side, we're now using one channel. Now this can only support 8 channels. The big wire can actually hold 32 channels, and you won't actually, the lines you see are actually when you have full 8. But if we throw another one of these, let's just throw a regular terminal on here now. And now you'll actually see we're using 2 of those channels. And if I did another one, now we're using 3. So we have a total of 8. The difference between these two, as I was saying, is this one is just a terminal. We can't actually do any crafting in this, where this guy over here is a crafting terminal, and you can see we actually have a crafting workbench in here. We can put different types of cards in here and other types of items because we have our network tool belt here. So you can take things, actually I can't do it there, but we can use this to actually get information about our network. So here, and you don't actually need that for this, we can look here, we can see we have 1 energy acceptor, we have 8 dense energy cells, we have 2 ME terminals on the system, we have 1 crafting terminal, we're using 3 wires, and we have 40 ME controllers, right? And you can see that right now we're using 3 channels. We've got a stored power of 13.12 MAE, maybe million AE, I don't know. And you can see that right now the passive drain is 0.17 AE per tick. Energy usage right now is just 121 AE per tick, and the energy generation is 121 also AE per tick. So this kind of gives you an idea of how you know, as we hook this up and we use buses to hook it into those things, we'll be able to just come over here and actually craft or whatever we want right from the system. And eventually we'll also have a portable crafter that we can take with us. So I'm going to break this and hopefully not lose any of it. Got it, I think. Nope, I didn't get that one. Go ahead and do that. And that. Alright, so basically this is the brains of our operation. The other thing, we actually have time. I think maybe we'll hurry and do that and throw it in here. We won't be able to put any storage drives into it, but we can actually stick our main drive into here. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. We're going to go ahead and do this. And then once we're done with this, we're going to go ahead and read the quests. Oh, that's what it is. Now, one thing I'm not 100% sure of, these are magenta cables. It did say glass. If this doesn't work, which it doesn't look like it's going to, the reason it's not working is because these are magenta and it expects glass. The easiest way to clean these is like with a snowball or a bucket of water. So if we come over here, we have some, where is it? Right here. I think we can make a snowball with this. Actually, I just need to see what the recipe is. So usage, that gives us snow. I guess that gives us a snowball. I thought we could get a snowball directly, but if we do that, we can get 4 snow. But I wanted to show you the other way as well. So we can come in here, do this, get 12 snow, which is really way overkill. Oh, whoops, I need a shovel, don't I? All right, go ahead and put that up there, that up there. Where's our shovel? Hopefully it's not silk touch. This one's not, it's just not breaking. Do I have a silk touch? I thought I had a silk touch one. There we go. So now we got some snowballs. So if I remember right, all you have to do is one of these and one of these will give you a clean cable. If you don't have access to snow, which sometimes you might not, the other thing you can do, we'll just throw those out real quick. And we'll come back into here. Throw that up there. Grab, oh, we have one with water in it. You can also just simply take a bucket with water and put that in there, and that will also wash it. So that's what we need for that, is to have 2 just glass cables, unless of course I had it in the wrong order, which is totally possible. No, it was fine. And then this, to put in your system, you can just run a cable to it. I just pretty much put it right on top of this, and you'll see that once we do this, it will say that it now has a drive on it as well. So now you can see we have an ME drive on it as well. You can right click on this and put your different drives in there. Right now we don't have any drives, and we haven't learned the stuff we need to be able to make drives just yet. That's going to be coming up. All right, so let's go ahead and take a few minutes. Let's put this stuff all up here for now. That I'm going to put in my inventory. That will go in my tool bag. Actually, I think most of this will go in my inventory. This, I don't remember why I made so many now. Those I'll keep. All that can go into this guy. So we'll go ahead and do that. All right, go and say sort. Go here. Let me do one other thing. I like to keep one bucket of water on me. All right, so now we can do this. We can throw that in there, that in there, that in there. I think that's all I need. Go ahead and throw those up here. All right, so let's go ahead and read the quest, and we'll talk about things that we made and what they do as we complete the quest. Actually, I guess we didn't finish this one. How did we not finish that? Oh, we didn't make the energy card. That's why I had the other 8. I knew I had it for a reason. All right, let's do that real quick. Sorry. Where are those darn cards? There they are. Let's go ahead and grab 8 and turn them into energy cards. So we're just adding our dense energy cells. This gives us our energy card. There we go. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and put those in here as well. All right, so let's go ahead and now read the quests, so we know what we're doing. How come it didn't count this one? Oh, because we didn't make that. If I remember, we might be able to hurry and do that. I think we just take this and our little knife. I think that's all we do. I could be wrong on this one. If we take that and our little knife, do we get that plate? Nope, that just gives us our other thing. I'll have to go look that one up because it's not actually pulling up. Maybe if I said usage in the smithing table. I don't remember that one. Actually, I kind of might. I think you might use the inscriber or something with it. All right, but let's go ahead and read anyway what we've got. So do that. All right, are we ready? I think we are. All right, so we'll start with the energy cells. I think we already read this. Yes, we did read this one. We just never collected it because we made our energy cells and our dense energy cells in the last one. I believe we did read this. So we'll go ahead and skip that one for now. This one, we'll go ahead and read, but I forgot to do this. It is the inscriber we need. So the quartz cutting knife, like wrench, comes in both nether and Certus quartz flavors and is a useful crafting tool to have on hand. Cables can also be separated without needing to be colored by attaching a cable anchor between them. Crafted using this knife and craftable up to 50 times with the same knife before it breaks. Cable anchors can also be used to craft cable facades, allowing you to disguise cables within walls by covering covering them with the face of an arbitrary block. While facades recipes are hidden in JAI, you can still craft them by taking any regular block and surrounding it with 4 cable anchors in the crafting grid. Aside from crafting anchors, the cutting knife also has another use. Right-clicking with the knife will open, oh, that's what it is, a small GUI that allows you to craft inscriber nameplates. When given a name, these presses can be used inside the inscriber to rename any input item with the name of the press. 2 of these presses can be concatenated in the inscriber to rename the item to the name of the top press, followed by the bottom one. So I do remember that now. So let's just quickly do that, because I think that's all we have to do is, I don't know, that was our reward. There we go. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. So with this knife, it does have its own interface. That's what I forgot about. So if we go in here, and we go onto the knife, and right-click, we get this, and we can actually take this, put it in here, and then we can say, you know, TazzMan. And this will give us a press that when we use that, it will actually, oh, T4AA. Ugh, that's terrible. Yeah. I don't know if you can rename a press. That's terrible, though. But yeah, that's how you use that. I'm going to go ahead and put that back. I'm probably just going to throw this one away. We'll put it, oh, the snow is gone now. All right, let's continue reading. So next we have our energy cards. The energy card can be applied to most chargeable devices like a portable cell and wireless terminals covered later to also increase their energy buffer. So makes them so they have a bigger buffer. We get a couple cool little presents here. Oh, I didn't click that one. All right, let's go ahead and look at our processor chips. We already gone over all these. Once you have obtained a full set of the required inscriber presses, it's time to start making some processors. These are an important crafting ingredient used to make the large majority of ME connected devices. So go ahead and do that. Get some more neat stuff. Here is our, oh, I didn't collect. There we go. Here's our cables, the smart cables. I think I read this. The ME smart cable and dense smart cable function identically to the covered cables in terms of channel distribution, but will also visibly display the amount of channels they're using as colored lines. They are using as colored lines along themselves. Those were those little colored lines we were looking at. And then we have this one right here. And oh, we don't get credit for our drawer because we didn't check this. So in Applied Energistics 2, every ME network has a certain number of channels available, which simply means how many network devices can fit on a whole network. As a rule of thumb, any device that more or less handles ME data directly, as in items stored within the network, and carries out some form of I/O will take up a channel. Usually components that are only concerned with the internal power storage of their network, like energy cells and inscribers, do not take up a channel. Networks without an ME controller are known as ad hoc networks and only support a maximum of 8 channels. So that's good to know. Go and get some, oh, whoops, get some XP for that one. We might have to go bust one of our ME, oh, we have extras. Terminals provide access to any of the contents of an ME network. The standard ME terminal simply lists everything in the network as one large grid to pull from and insert into, akin to a single inventory. The ME crafting terminal is an extension of the ME terminal, which also provides built-in crafting grid, allowing for convenient crafting using any of the contained in any item contained in the network and visible through the terminal screen. So go ahead and do that. I think we're gonna have to go into here real quick. Do that. Throw that back up. How much of this can we get rid of? And then the other thing I wanted to quickly do is we're gonna go grab our drawer and pick that one back up as well. And then we'll just replace it. There we go. All right, so here we go. Let's go ahead and read more. So here's our ME controller. The last piece of the puzzle for any large ME network is the ME controller. A controller supplies an ME network with a far larger number of channels than the standard 8 channels for an ad hoc network, providing 32 channels out of each face of the block for a total of 216 channels. That is only for a single block. Controllers, however, since the ME controller is in fact a multi-block structure, the controller can be up to 7x7x7. We only have a 5x5x5 block in size and can come in any freeform arrangement within that maximum size. Each individual block can then provide its own separate set of channels so long as no single controller block is surrounded by 4 other blocks of the same plane. Any ME network may only contain one multi-block controller at any given time. That's why we got the red thing, because we had that single block acting as an ME controller, and then we had that one going around the side which was acting as a second one, and it was having a hissy because of that. Let's see. So obviously you can see here it says the network will cause a conflict, shutting down the whole network. So that's a bad thing. Do not do. And finally we have the drawer. So arguably the most important aspect of applied energistics is its storage system, making use of digital storage cells. These cells are accessible through either an ME chest for single cells or an ME drive for multiple cells. The ME drive can hold up to 10 assorted storage cells in the space of a single block, and a single ME channel. However, it does not provide its own terminal screen, requiring some external terminal elsewhere on the network for storage access. And we'll go more into that as we go. Looks like we also, oh, that was this one. So I think that is everything. We got those. That one I said we're not going to be able to do until we get over here. I want to actually, I'm probably going to make a couple more of these. We're going to want the storage bus. I think they're way over here. Capacity card. I want to be able to maybe in the next episode get our actual ME system working a little bit, so that we can actually access all this stuff, all that stuff, and all that stuff, and that stuff way over there without having to run all over the place. It's going to speed us up quite a bit. So I'm going to do this real quick, empty my inventory of all that junk. Let's go ahead and go here. It looks like I do have those there, those there, those there. I don't have those yet, but that's okay. All right, so I think that will do for this episode. I know it was a little bit longer. We did a whole lot. We now actually have a functioning ME system. All we have to do is get it hooked into everything, and we'll be... Oh, that's what it is. This is supposed to be a 5x5. That's where those other blocks go, is right there, 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 and there. I'll fix that. Don't worry. I'll fix that on my own time. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a thumbs up down below. Aside from that, comment, like, and subscribe. Click that little notification bell. Join my Discord channel. Follow me. Just join my Discord channel. Tell other people about my channel. Check it out. If they like what they see, I keep forgetting I have shift. If they like what they see, they can sub. We grow the channel. Everybody wins. And I think that's about it. So, that's it. Until next time, I'll be seeing you later. Bye. Can't get over there.